Okay, we're looking at another example of problem solving with Venn diagrams. And one of the things I want you to see is that sometimes, well, first of all, typically when you start working with a Venn diagram, you want to work your way from the inside out. So if you're given information about a Venn diagram, you want to start filling information out from the very center, from this inside piece. And usually if you can fill that out first and just gradually work your way out piece by piece, that's going to be the most effective route to go. But the problem is that sometimes they don't give you that information and you have to work backwards a little bit and try to figure that out. So that's what we're going to do in this. I want you to see an example of that. Here it is, a platform diving squad of 25 total people has 18 members who dive from 10 meters and 17 members who dive from 4 meters. How many dive from both platforms? Well, let's go ahead and start mapping out our information. First thing we know is we know that our universal set, number of elements in a universal set, equals 25 members. Okay, let's look at, actually, let's rename these so it's a little more clear what they are. So let's call these, this will be the 10-meter people, and this will be the 4-meter people. And let's see what we can fill in here. So the number of elements in, oops, wrong color. The number of elements in set 10 equals, well, they told us that they have 18 members who dive from 10, and the number of elements in the 4-meter group looks like this is 17 who dive there. And they want us to know, they want us to try to find out how many elements are in the intersection of 10 and 4. In other words, how many people do both? Well, let's go ahead and start filling in our Venn diagram. So there are 18 people here and 17 people here. And we know that the total has to come out to 25. So let's represent these with some letters again. So here's A, here's B, and here's C. And then this outside piece is D. Well, we already know we can set up some equations here because A plus B, we know what that is. A plus B has to come out to equal 18. Now we know that B plus C has to come out to equal 17. And we also know that A plus B plus C has to equal 25 because there are 25 people that dive total. Now, what can we do with this? We can go back to what we learned several chapters ago when we talked about solving systems of equations. And you want to pick a system of equations where you can eliminate two variables so you can solve for one. So let's go here and let's use this one because I think we can just do some quick elimination methods. We multiply everything through on the top here by a -1. You're going to end up with negative b plus negative c equals -17. And then let's bring this one over. So we have a plus b plus c equals 25. And we can go ahead and eliminate. When we add these two together, these will cancel, these will cancel. -17 plus 25 is going to give us 8. And so we find that A equals 8. Good, we're making some progress now. So this is going to be 8 here. Okay, now we can start plugging some values in. If A equals 8, well, let's go up here and let's see if we can find out what is B. So 8 plus b equals 18. In this case, we're going to subtract this 8, and we find that b equals 10. Now we're really making progress here, so this is good. Let's plug it in up here. So b is 10. Let's check this out first and see if this works, because remember we said before that these two put together, a and b, were supposed to come out to be 18. Well, do they? Yes, they do. 8 plus 10 is 18. So we have that. Now let's go here to this next equation and let's plug in. And for b, we're going to plug in 10. So we have 10 plus c equals 17. And let's subtract this 10 over here, and we find out that c should equal 7. Let's plug it in here and find out if it does or not. So c equals 7. Is this true? Well, the total here of b plus c was supposed to equal 17. Let's see if it does. It does, because 10 plus 7 is in fact 17. So at this point, everything should check out. 8 plus 10 is 18, plus 7 is 25. And that's exactly what we were supposed to have. The total swimmers between the 10 meter and the 4 meter was supposed to be 25 people. So now they're going to ask us some questions. They want to know how many people, our first question was, how many people dive from both the 10 meter and the 4 meter? That's going to be all of these people here in the middle, which is 10 total people. So 10 should be your final answer for this one.